It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll see the River Hogs, leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the River Hogs and the Pioneers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Pioneers of Portland taking on the River Hogs of St. Louis.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for this visiting Portland club, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. It obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Sullivan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Dances by him, gets by him, and now a little daylight. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Sullivan.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Off play action. Sullivan.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 33-yard line.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
4 receivers in the formation here for a 3rd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards there for number 15.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. They run with Thomas. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
When you look at this defense,
they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
This is Thomas, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Well, the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 112 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Sullivan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Sullivan. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd and 5.
At the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Portland football here, ready to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Thomas. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Throw left side, complete. That's Barker. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. 3rd and 9 here.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield.
That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Sullivan.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And it's caught. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Pioneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Sullivan. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Sullivan.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pressure comes and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan, a little juke. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Sullivan. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
34 yards the gain that time. Another first down.
Operating from the gun. Sullivan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And that nearly intercepted, but it's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state.
There he goes, left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Back to throw now on first down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to have the first down and then some.
It's a big play there on third down. 63 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Pioneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This is taken at about the 14. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Portland's offense now about set to take over.
They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half, and well, sometimes I guess, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. When you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes a catch.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Pioneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Sullivan.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw. Sullivan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bush. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Off play action. Sullivan. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Lewis, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Sullivan, nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Sullivan. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the River Hogs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Sims. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's 3rd and 4 now. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Throwing on 1st down, Sullivan. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thomas.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. Thomas.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Now a handoff up the middle. Thomas. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down, eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Up the middle they go. It's Thomas, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it's good enough for a first down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. In motion right, one of the tight ends. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Don't do us like that.
And that flag accepted.
Still second down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
26. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, it's Thomas. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, good move. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Sullivan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a second and 10.
Operating from the gun. Sullivan. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On first down, Sullivan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
On 1st and 10, Sullivan. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Sullivan. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw, Sullivan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To throw on 2nd down, Sullivan. Wide open receiver, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back to throw. Sullivan. Touchdown! From 3 yards out.
And the River Hogs get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas, 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Portland, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.